Hello, welcome to Boardgame TV, a sci-fi Saturday, and we're playing Level 7 Escape, and we are on Scenario 2, Level 6, Reactivate the Elevators. You and the other survivors dash into the elevator, pursued by the thundering sound of military boots. Daring a glance back into the passage, you spot one of those things, whatever they are, leering at you from the dark hollow of an open maintenance panel. On the elevator's control panel, you see buttons numbered 5, 6, and 7. Not knowing what to pick, you hammer on all of them. As the soldiers close in, the door slams shut. Soldiers pound on them and try to wedge fingers between them, but the elevator lurches into motion. The car moves ponderously, but you're going up. At last, you have a moment to catch your breath. Suddenly, the mechanical brakes squeal and the elevator grinds to a halt. The light flickers off. The guards have cut the power. Through a maintenance grating in the roof of the elevator, you see an emergency light flicker on in the shaft above you. With the help of the others, you clamber on top of the elevator car and pry open the doors to the next level. You need to get the elevator working again, but how? Quickly searching the area, you see a decrepit control panel. Green text scrolls across its black screen. Emergency lockdown procedure initiated. Authorized personnel access maintenance terminals to repair power. One of the others calls to you from beside a steel supply cabinet. He's found several full-face respirator masks. You pull one over your face and the burning in your eyes and lungs subsides. You don't have long to enjoy the sensation. The heavy tramping of boots echoes down the corridor. They're coming. Objective: find the control panels that regulate elevator power. Once you access them, enough of them, you can get back on the elevator and continue with your escape. Okay, so we have a different tile here. We have all our players since we all survived the last one. And basically what we have to do is these first 6 tiles right here in this stack won't have anything we need. We have to explore a little. In here are 4 tiles that have the control panel icons on them. We have to find them. Okay, so once we find them, we have to do an intelligence check. Alright. And once we do an intelligence check, we got that panel working. We have to do one for each one. Challenge rating is 3 plus 1 for each access control panel marker in play. So if we only find one by itself, it would be easier, but then when we find another one, it's going to get a little harder. When you successfully access a control panel, place an access control panel marker on the tile. That control panel cannot be accessed again. If you fail a challenge to access a control panel, you gain 1 threat. And we all start the game with 1 threat. If you fail by 2 or more points, start lockdown immediately. That's not good. And our lockdown is, 1 token for each player plus 2. When you access a control panel, spawn a guard on the closest control panel tile that has not yet been accessed. Add 1 guard to the reserves for each access control panel marker in play. So there are going to be a lot of guards coming in. Lockdown starts when either a player accesses a 3rd control panel or when a player fails an attempt to access a control panel as described above, whichever comes first. When lockdown is triggered, spawn 1 guard on each security tile and guard post starting with those closest to the B lift. Once a player accesses the 3rd control panel, the B lift becomes the exit. Players who reach it escape and are removed from play. A player who escapes does not take a lockdown token at the end of the turn. So, we don't want to die so many times like we can. We don't want to botch these checks. And we want to find these control panels. Also, we will gain a threat if we end our turn on the same tile as another player. So it's those again, and we're using the alien zone rules for spawning. So let's go ahead and go. Now we have our first player here. We're going to have first player is going to be Subject 59. It's him right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're all here. Let's go ahead and move 1. And we'll move him down right here. And we have a equipment depot. And we also have a vent. I guess I can put this here. And he can go ahead and get an item. And he gets a bulletproof vest. Alright, well, you take that. That gives him 1 toughness. Alright. Alright, so that's it for his turn. As you know, remember we have to do an event. But, well, if we get a clone, we get a clone. Let's see what we get. We don't get anything. So we don't land on any space, we don't get anything. We have to activate, and we won't activate anybody. So this is the next player's turn. Next player is subject 62. That's this one right here with the hoodie. And she will go 1, 2. And let's see what we get here. And we have a sector 1 generator. It's going to go straight up. And we have to do an event, of course, right there, a facility event. So let's see what we're going to get. Alright, we have to spawn a clone. Now, the clone is going to spawn, since we're using the fear rules. A clone can spawn here, or a clone can spawn here. And what we'll probably do is we'll have a clone spawn here. So we're going to have a clone spawn here. Alright, we only have our facility thing. Place a gas cloud marker on this tile. Roll 2 dice and discard adrenaline for every devil icon you rolled. Okay. So we're going to do that. Let me get a gas cloud here. There we go. Alright, so we have to roll 2 dice. And we rolled a... We didn't roll a double icon. So we don't lose any adrenaline. That's good. And we have no activations, which is good. Okay. So our next player will go. And that is subject 13. It's the guy there. Let me see here. Now we know we're going to go 1, 2. I want to see if I have anything. I have a skill. He's a sprinter. Discard 1 adrenaline card to gain +1 speed this turn. Well, we'll do that. Let's see here. Which one? Lose 1 fear. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what. We'll discard 1. We'll lose a fear. He's gonna get an extra speed, so he'll move here. And let's see what happens with this one. Now, this is a fear. I guess I gotta put that like that. So we're gonna have an event. I guess put it like that. And there's another vent there. And we're gonna have a fear, so let's see what happens. No spawn, good. Gain up to 4 fear. Spawn a clone on an adjacent tile for every point you didn't gain up to 4. Okay, well, I think he will gain 4 fear. I didn't want to, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we gotta get that low down. And no activation though, so we got lucky again. And our last player, subject 32. I wonder if she has anything that can boost her speed up. Increase your maximum hand size by 1. Oh, well, good. Okay, we'll do that. Ah, she does. So we're going to play that. We're going to move 3 spaces. We're going to gain a fear, though, so let's gain our fear. And we're going to get to move 3 spaces. And we're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to come down. And we have another vent, and we have another fear. Oh boy. So let's see what happens with this one. Alright, we have to spawn a guard, but we will not be spawning a guard because we don't have any place to spawn them. So there's that. Our fear is choose a clone and roll a number of dice equal to your fear. Activate that clone once for each intelligence icon you roll -1. Okay, so our fear right now is at 4. Alright, so let's roll 4 dice. Okay, we get 2 intelligence icons, -1, so the clone is going to activate once. And the clone is going to attack old boy there. And, yeah. Eesh. So let's see here. He does have a good toughness, so I'll give him that. He has a toughness right now of 1, 2, because he is tough. He has a skill tough, and then he has the bulletproof vest. So he has 3. So that's actually not too bad. Alright, the clone hit twice. And, well, alright. Doesn't pass his 3. And we won't have an activation. So good. Now, speaking of, it is his turn. And let's see what he wants to do. First of all, he's going to gain a card. Well, he's not going to because he's at his max. Let's see what we can do here. He got attacked. So we do have to raise his fear up 1 for being attacked like that. Alright, let's see here. I can try to outwit or I can try to beat the guy. Now, my base strength is 2. I could gain a fear. This one right here, and I would gain 4. I think I'm going to do that. So let's do that. We're going to gain a fear, which is going to have us 1, 2 for the card, and then 3, 4 there. So I'm going to get 4 die. And I'm going to try to kill this clone. Get this clone out of here. Ooh, that was a big fail. But I do have lucky. And it says discard 1 adrenaline card to reroll all dice for any challenge. So I am going to do that. I'm going to discard an adrenaline card and reroll my dice. Except for the 1. Okay, well that's much better. Much better. That gives me all those, so I defeat the clone. So he's taken out. Okay. And then I think we'll move 1 here. And we have a security event. So let's see what we have here. A facility event, I'm sorry. Let's see. We're not going to spawn anything. We're not activating anything good. Roll a number of dice equal to your speed. Gain 4 fear minus 1 for each speed icon you roll. Alright, well my speed right now is 2. Boy, I could gain another fear and gain another speed. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Alright, 4 dice. Oh, my speed is 2. I gain no fear. Look at that. So that was actually pretty good. Okay. So our next player is Subject 62. She won't draw a card. She has all her cards. And let's see, we're going to move her up 1 on that gas cloud here. And she's in Red Lab. And Red Lab has the only 1 door. That's not going to help. So she's stuck. Unless I want to try something again. Now I'm definitely not going to move back into that gas cloud, so I think we'll end her turn right there. Next, we do an event. Let's see what we get. We have to spawn a guard. Now, we still don't have any place to spawn a guard, so a guard will not spawn. We're being lucky on that. And that's pretty good. So next is Subject 13. He's over here. So let's move him up 1. And we're finally done with our 6th tile here. Alright, boy, we have another roving fear thing. So let's see what's going to happen here. Oh yeah, he should have drew a card. Okay, well, we're not spawning anything. And then we have pass a 3 strength challenge or spawn a clone on this tile. I definitely don't want to do that. My strength is actually pretty high right now. If we think about it, it's 1, 2, 3. Let me see if I got. I wonder if I got something. I don't want to do that. That's for sure. I can do this. I don't want to. Alright, let's pass this challenge. Oh, I failed. Alright, so we're going to have to spawn a clone on that tile. There's nothing I can do. Dang. And then the clone's going to activate. And he's going to attack me, and it's going to raise my fear up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play this card right here where I lose 2 fear. And I'm going to reset my fear down to 2 more. And let's put that clone on the tile, and then the clone's going to activate, and he's going to attack me. Now I could play this. Nah, I got 4 cards. I think I can risk it. Let's risk it. Okay, well, he hit me twice. My defense is 2. Is actually 1. I'm sorry. So I'm going to lose a card, and let's lose this one. We'll lose this card right here. Okay, it's Subject 32's turn. She has all 5 of her cards, and remember, she's down here. And I think we're going to go ahead and move here. And we start pulling from this stack, and this is corridor or whatever, 101A, and we have an event we're going to have to do. So let's see. Actually, my fear went up 1 because I got attacked. Sorry about that. Okay, let's adrenaline. What am I doing that for? Alright, event. Alright, we have to spawn a guard, and we still don't have any guard to spawn. We don't have any guard posts, we don't have any security areas. So that's fine. Gain 1 fear, pass a speed 3 challenge, or discard an adrenaline card for every point you fail. Okay, so if we're going to gain a fear, so let's gain this. Oh yeah, she should have drew a card anyways. Alright, so her speed is 2. Let's see what we get. We got 1. So I'm going to actually have to gain a fear. Or discard an adrenaline for every point you fail by. I'm going to have to discard 2 cards, which is terrible. Let's see. Well, I'll get rid of this one. That's for sure. I don't want to gain 3 fear. And I'll discard that one. Okay. And then the guards would activate, but there is no guard. Okay, so we're back to our subject here. 59, he's down here. So let's go ahead and move him. Let's see what happens. Well, we have our first control panel, and we have our first security. So we have our event. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Now I can try an intelligence test, and right now it's only 3. So my intelligence right now is 2. Let me see if I got something here. I tell you what though, I think I will lose 1 fear and gain an intelligence. So my intelligence now is 3. So we got to make this. Now I can discard an adrenaline card to re-roll. And we made it. Look at this. Beautiful. 5. So we have passed challenge. So let me get the board set up because there's some things we're going to have to do. Okay, so what I had to do is I had to add a control panel marker to the tile. I had to put an extra guard in the reserves, which we did, so we now have 5 guards in the reserves. And I'm supposed to spawn a guard on the next control panel that hasn't been accessed, but it hasn't popped up yet, so we're not going to do that. So I do have to do my event though. So let's go ahead and do our event. And we're not going to spawn anything, but we do now have a security thing. So when we spawn guards now, we're going to be spawning around over here. Alright, it says you can gain 1 threat to draw 2 item cards. Keep one and put the other on the bottom of the deck. No, I'm not gaining a threat. And we have guard activation, and I will not activate any guards because there are none. Okay, so we're going to our girl here. She's up there. And she's got that gas cloud problem, which the gas cloud gives all monsters or enemies +1 toughness while in there, and you have to lose an adrenaline card when you go through it. So since there's no other way out, we're going to have to go back through it. So let's go 1. We're going to lose an adrenaline card, so let's lose an adrenaline card. Let's figure out what I want to lose. I'll lose this one, and then we'll 2. And then I think we'll just end our turn there. And we have to draw an event. Alright, now we have to spawn a guard. So here we go. Guard's going to spawn. He's going to spawn right here. And we have to activate. We have to activate a guard. And the guard will attack our boy there. Now our boy has... eesh. Yeah, boy. Well, I mean, he's just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, his fear's gonna go up since he's attacked. This is not good. Let's see what happens. Wow, 3 hits, and he has 1 defense. So, whew. Alright, so he's going to lose 2 cards. Okay. That puts him down to 1. Huh. And now, it is his turn. So he'll gain a card. Let's see what I want to do here. I can fight the guard, or I can try to outwit him. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to play this card right here where I lose a fear and I gain an intelligence. Now give me 3 intelligence, and I'm going to try to outwit this guard. Actually, I have 4 intelligence. I forgot about that. I have that skill, so should be easier. Alright, I got 3. I barely got it, but I got it. So I can move off this tile. And I think I'll move up 1. Let's see what we get. Alright, so we have a... Oh, yeah, I'm not playing with the Warzone stuff, so we'll just get a different tile here. Alright, well that's a control panel. That's not one I'm wanting to get. We're gonna keep. Alright, so we get this one. And we're going to have an event. Warzone is for the expansion. So that's why we're not using that. Anything else for the expansion, like the gas cloud, stuff like that, we'll use. But war zones and the hybrids that can shoot lasers and stuff like that, we're not going to be using. So yeah. So let's do our event. We have no spawn. We have a gain 2 fear or move back to the tile you just left. Uh-oh. So that's not good. And then we're going to have a guard and clone activate. Clone and guard. Okay, well, I will move back to the tile I just left. And the clone's going to activate first, and the clone is up here. Oh, you know what? That was the wrong turn. That was the wrong player. I'm sorry. It was him, and he outwit the clone. But I would have rather fought the clone, and I would have killed him. Let's see here. Let me think. Yeah, I played the wrong guy. Damn it. Okay. Let's redo that again. Because he got hit twice. So he would have had to lose the adrenaline cards, not him. He would have had 3. Okay. So he would have lost 2 adrenaline cards. Because he got hit twice. Okay, so he lost the 2 adrenaline cards. Actually, he would have only got hit once because he wouldn't have got hit at all. I'm sorry. He has the bulletproof vest, that, and that. So it's 3. So he doesn't lose any cards. Okay. That's when the guard attacked him. Alright, so then it was his turn. And this tile is actually going to... we're going to put that tile on there if we can move. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I have to defeat the clone first. So, I have a 1, 2, 3. I'll gain a fear. 4. 4 dice, and let me try to kill that clone. Okay. Did not do it. I only got 2 fists. So I can't leave. So I'm stuck there. And now these guys will activate. The clone will activate and attack him. Alright. But he should have drew a card at the beginning of his turn. What you did. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll play this. I don't want to gain a fear. I'm going to gain a fear because I'm getting attacked. So let's go ahead and gain a fear. Oof, that's terrible. And then I'm getting attacked. Let's see what happens. Okay, 2 hits. 1, and I lose a card. And I'm going to play this one to lose the fear. So I have 1 card left. Okay. Then the guard is going to attack him. And his fear goes up. Should be up here. Because he's getting attacked. And the guard got 4 hits. However, he has 1, 2, 3. So he's only going to lose 1 card. And he's still going. Okay. Straighten that mess out. And it's her turn now. All by herself. She's going to draw a card. And she's going to move down here. This would have been the tile she would have spawned. So let's do that. And nothing spawned, but attempt a 4 intelligence challenge. If you fail, gain 2 fear. Okay, so our intelligence is 2. Let's lose 2 fear. Gain 2 dice. And I made it. 4. So I've done that. And then the guard's going to activate. And he's going to attack him again. Three. That's not enough to hurt him. Although his fear is rising. Okay. And that's the end of that. Alright, so all mistakes are rectified. Let's draw an adrenaline card for this guy right here. Let's figure out what we're going to do. Okay, well, right now we're going to play this. We're going to lose 1 fear. We're going to go back down. We're going to gain an intelligence. Let's see. And we're going to try to outwit this guy so we can get the hell off this tile and quit getting attacked. And every time you get attacked, you steadily raise your fear, and I don't want my fear to be sky high. Okay, well that didn't work. Alright, well I can discard an adrenaline card to re-roll. All dice on any challenge. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll discard this one and re-roll that. That leaves me with one adrenaline card, but better than nothing. It's my lucky skill. Okay, well I didn't make that one again. Actually, I was supposed to roll a 4-star. Still didn't do it. Okay, so I'm stuck there. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah, he's stuck there. That guard's got him pinned in. So we'll do an event. Let's see what happens here. And we're going to spawn a guard. So the reserves for this are 1. So since we can't spawn another guard there, we can't spawn him anywhere. So we're not spawning a guard. And we're just going to have an activation, and of course he's going to attack, and that's going to raise the fear up. 1, let's see what happens. Well, 3 hits. Well, we have 3 defense, so actually no damage taken. Okay. Next player's turn, and it's our girl here. She's going to draw her a card. And we're going to see what she can do. Alright, so she is right there in the middle. And let's see here. I think I don't want her to go on the same tile. We gotta go 1. See, that's that roving fear, man. That's that. That's terrible. That's not something we want. I could go here 2, and I can gain a fear and gain a speed. I think I'll do that. I'll gain 1 fear, gain a speed, and we'll move here. And let's see what we have. We have another war zone tile. God dang it. Alright, so let's get one of these. This is a corridor. So we'll put that there. And we have an event. And we're going to have to spawn a clone. Alright, so let's spawn a clone. We have several fear tiles in which to spawn a clone on. Wow. We'll spawn a clone on her tile. We'll be totally even. And we have a fear event. It says roll 1 die for each clone in play. Raise your fear by 1 for each intelligence icon. Okay, so we have 2 clones in play. I rolled 1 intelligence icon, so I have to raise my fear 1. Okay. And now we're going to activate, and boy, we got some problems here. So the guard's going to activate first, and he will attack our boy, who's like extremely fear. He's got a lot of fear. He's at the tippity top of the fear. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, it doesn't look like he's going to get wounded, so that's that. Alright, clone number 1 is going to attack. Don't have anything to help. Alright, so he's going to do 3 hits. And he is been taken to the infirmary. So he's going to the infirmary. So we'll mark his vitality down. We'll put his fear back at 3. On his turn, he'll come back out, and he'll have 4 cards to deal with. Okay. The second clone is going to attack, and her fear is going to go up 1 because she's attacked. Let's see what happens with it. She only got hit once, and that does not go past her defense, so that's fine. Okay, so it's a guy who was at the infirmary. He can come out. Let's see where I want to put him out. I can put him out on an event. I think we'll move him down here. Well, no, he's gonna. Let's move him. This is a tough one here. Where do we put him? I could put him to help. Let me see here. Let me see what I want to do with this guy. Boy, where do I want to put him? Okay, let's see here. Alright, when you start your turn, you can move to any vent tile on the map. Unfortunately, that's going to make him stop. If I do that, it's going to make him stop there. I can move to that one. That takes me there. I can move here. And what'll happen though, yeah, she'll go next. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We'll move here. And he's going to go this way. And we have another control panel. We have hardware storage. Alright. So first he's going to get an item. He has a grenade, huh? Alright, now we want to do our intelligence. I think what I'm going to do, if I lower my fear somehow, lose one fear at any time, I'll need a 3 plus 1, so I'll need 4 intelligence. Luckily I have an extra intelligence, so I have 3 now. If I can lower my fear, I'll gain 4. And I'll play this card that says lose 1 fear at any time. So let's do that. So I have 4 die. See if we can do successful on this thing. Alright, so we were successful. Just barely. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to have to do is we've succeeded. So we got our second lockdown. I'll put a control panel marker on this tile. Dang it. Okay, so let's do that. Alright, so we have that. We have to put another guard in the reserves. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have 6 guards on the board. And we'd have to spawn one at the other access control panel, but there is not another one. And I can actually move again. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, yeah, I spawned there. So I move 1, 2. So let's do that. Let's move again. And we have another item card here. This is a good one. Here we go here. Maybe I get something else to help me out. And here's a med pack. On your turn, discard this card to draw 2 adrenaline cards. Or on your turn, discard this card to regain 1 vitality. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go back up to 5 vitality. And now that's the end of his turn. And let's go ahead and draw an event card and see what we got. We have no spawn. And we only have a clone activation. Unfortunately, we have 2 clones. So clone number 1 here is going to move. Well, we know he's going to move this way. So there he goes. Clone number 2 is going to attack old girl. It's going to raise her fear up again. Let's see what happens. 3 hits. Oh boy. She's going to have to lose 2 cards. No, actually she's going to have to lose 1 card. She has a survivalist skill. So let's see what we're going to do. We'll lose this one right here. Okay, so that was his turn. Now it's this one's turn. So we'll draw a card for her. And we want to move 1, 2. And we have our security lift. We have our third one here. Okay, so she can try. She has a right now intelligence of 2. If I lower her fear, oh man, she's gonna be good. Can re-roll up to 3 challenge dice. Okay, I'm gonna discard this card right here. I'm going to discard this card to lower my fear by 1. So let's lower my fear by 1. Okay, and that's going to give me 4 dice. I don't want to fail this. So I don't have anything to help. I don't have any good cards. I can re-roll. I can gain 3 free and re-roll up to 3 challenge dice, or I can. Yeah, I might can do that. Re-roll 1. Well, let me keep this one. Yeah, I think I'll re-roll. I think I'll get rid of that one. Re-roll. All right, so I need 5 intelligence. That's not what I. Not a good odds on that. Let's see what I get. Oh no, I was terrible. So. I can re-roll. I need to. Alright, it's 2. Alright, so what's going to happen here is, well, because I did such a bad job, it looks like lockdown is going to begin. And I will not have access to that control panel. Does not look like it. Boy, is this going to be this is going to be bad. I don't know if anybody's going to survive. He might. But she still has to finish that control panel. Man. Well, hold on. Yeah. She failed it miserably. Okay, so now what's going to happen is it's the end of the turn. And the next turn, lockdown is going to begin, because guess what? When lockdown starts, lockdown always starts at the end of the next turn. I believe that's right. Let me see here. Lockdown begins either when the threat pool is empty, or means that some scenarios include starting the turn after lockdown triggers. At the end of each turn, he takes a token. Okay, so lockdown triggered this turn, so starting the turn after, so it's going to be his turn, and we still have to do an event die for her. Yeah, because she's not going to move anymore. So let's go ahead and do an event die. We have to spawn a guard. We were going to have to spawn some guards anyways. So let's spawn a guard. Actually, he wouldn't spawn because we don't have a place to spawn him. So, yeah. Because you don't start the lockdown till the end of the next turn. Well, actually, hold on. See, it says lockdown It's just a little confusing. When lockdown is triggered, spawn one guard on each security tile and guard post, starting with those closest to the B lift. Well, that's not going to happen. We don't have a guard post and we don't have a B lift. So what's going to happen is a guard post or another security. We can put another one here because our reserve pool now after lockdown is going to be 2 secure numbers. So we're going to have to put a second guard here. So let's put a second guard here. So he's kind of in trouble. Alright, so we spawned one, and then we're going to activate the clones. Now, clone 1 is going to move here. Clone 2 is going to attack. It's going to attack old girl. Her fear is just max here. And she takes 3. She has a defensive 2, so she's going to lose 1 adrenaline card. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the end game and see what can happen here. Alright, so it's his turn. And he's going to gain a card. Alright, so what can he do? Well, his fear is at the max, which is unfortunate. Jeez. I can try to outwit. Wow. Okay, I can try to outwit. My intelligence is 2. That's not going to help. Or I can fight, which would be 3, 4. I can gain 4 die and try to knock one of them down. I will have to take a threat token, but at this point in time, it's not going to matter. So let's do that. We're going to fight. I have a 4 fight. Actually, 1, 2, 3. If I play this card, I'll have a 1, 2, 3, 4 fight. Yeah. So let's play that card. 4 fight. Let me try to knock one of these guys out. Okay, well, I actually did it. I knocked 1 down, so we'll knock him down. And I can move now because I was successful. I have 3 speed actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, and that's it. That's it for his turn. Let's do an event. Alright, we have to spawn a clone. Okay, on the nearest tile for him would be fear, so it's 1, 2, or I can go 1, 2, or 1. There's a vent there. So we're actually gonna spawn a clone here. Okay, and then we're gonna activate the guards. So number 1 stands up, and this one moves 1. Alright, that's it. And we have to remove a lockdown token, which we shall do. And we'll give him a threat, but it's really not going to matter. Wait a minute, don't we not spawn enemies? It doesn't. Well, no, I didn't say anything about not spawning enemies. Yeah, that's right. You don't spawn enemies after lockdown begins. That's right. If I remember right. Let's see here. It says. You can continue gaining threat. Well, it doesn't say. I thought there was a rule that says you don't spawn enemies after lockdown. Well, I guess we'll spawn. I thought it was, but I guess I was wrong about that. I know yeah. I don't know. Alright, let's play it as if we are going to I don't know, let me check something. That bothers me. Okay, well, I mean, I thought there was a rule like that. Maybe it was for the other scenario or something, but I guess we'll go ahead and spawn him. So it's player 2's turn. It's a female, and she's up there with those clones, and she's in some serious trouble. So let's gain her a card. And we got to do something. Her fear is the max. So she does have fight. I think what we'll do, we're gonna play this. We're gonna lose 2 fear. It's gonna knock us down 2. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna gain. So I got 2 for that, 2 for that, and 1 because of my skill. I'm gonna try to outwit one of these guys. Let's keep going. Okay, I was able to outwit him. Alright, so I can move. There's no vent on this tile. So I'm going to have to move 1. And 2. Which is going to bring me there with that clone, but that's okay. And I think I'll end my turn on that. So let's remove a lockdown token. Let's do an event. Alright, we're going to have to spawn another clone. Jeez. Alright, so my fear is not at 7. So it won't spawn from the vent. It'll actually spawn at one of these fear places, the closest one. And so I will choose here. And let's see here. We just have no activations. So we've got lucky on that. Okay, it's his turn. Let's see, he's there. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to gain a fear to have my speed go up to 3. Okay? And then I can just move him 1, 2, 3. So he's there. He's at the elevator. And that's it. We won't have to remove a lockdown token, but we do have to do an event. Alright, looks like a clone again. Now our reserves is 6. So I guess we'll spawn one. Since we spawned one there last time, we'll spawn one here. This time. Alright. But we have no activation, so that's actually good. But there's clones everywhere now. Alright. This is our girl again, and we're going to have to draw a card, and we're going to have to try to do this control panel, or otherwise we're not going to make it. And so let me draw a card, and luckily I drew a good card. So this was actually a very good card to draw. So let's lower our fear. So we're going to play this. We're going to lose 2 fear, and we're going to gain 2 intelligence. We have 3 intelligence, 4, 5 intelligence. So we have 5 intelligence. Maybe we can do this. Okay, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3. I got saved by the devils. 4, 5. So that is what we needed. We needed 5. So we can put a control panel on there. So let's put a control panel on here. We add 1 more guard to the reserves. Okay. And let's see about moving. I can move 1, 2. Then I gotta go this way. But if I outwit this guy, well, 1, 2. I can go into a vent. Come out here. Still gonna be pretty hard. Okay, well, what we're gonna do is gonna be tough. Let's just move 1, 2. Well, then I have to do a fear event again. That's fine. Might as well. So we'll move 1, 2. Let's do our event. And again, we have another clone, which will be the 6th one. It will spawn on the nearest. I guess it's going to spawn on my tile. Alright, we're going to have to do the fear. Move one guard, one tile in any direction. Remove a guard that shares a tile with at least one clone. Well, unfortunately, that's not going to happen, but I will move him back one. Okay. Gain 2 fear. So I'll gain 2 fear. It's fine. We have to activate the clones first. Alright, so let's do clone number 1 is going to move here. Clone number 2, well, he can't actually move there because the limit, pack limit, is 2. So he's going to have to stay there. Clone number 3 will actually attack old girl here. So let's raise her fear. Two hits, that's good enough. She has that defense, so that's fine. Clone number 4 is going to move down. Clone number 5 and clone number 6 get to attack. So they're going to get an extra die. Let's see here. Is there anything I can do to bump that? No, there is not. Let me see something real quick. Okay, so we're going to raise her fear by 1, and this clone's going to get 4 die because number 6 is on the same tile as it. However, 6 will not attack because it will contribute the die to her. So let's see what we get. Alright, so we get 1, 2, 3 hits. She has a defense of 1, so she's going to have to lose 2. It's fine. So she loses 2. Now the guards activate, and of course these guards are moving this way. Okay. And we've already let's see here. That was 1 for him. He didn't have to. We have to remove a lockdown token. Okay. So it's his turn. And he is, well, he's there. He's right here. So we'll move him. He goes to the elevator. We don't have to remove a lockdown token. We just have to do an event. No spawn, and only the clones are going to activate. Well, again, this is not very good. So clone 1 is not going to move. Clone 2 will move. Clone 3 and 4 will attack. Her fear is up to the max, and they're going to get extra dice because it's over 5. And she takes, wow, she's out. So she's out. So they got her. So she will not be moving on till the next game because that would put her in the infirmary. But the infirmary, if you get knocked out after lockdown, you're dead, basically. Okay, well, that was it for her. He's not going, so we just skip. So it's her turn. And if we can get her to outwit these guys, we can do a good job. So let me see here. Problem is I don't have a good outwit card, but I could kill one of them. You know what? I think I want to do that. So let's raise her fear. We're gonna gain 1 fear. Alright, so we're going to gain that fear. We're going to gain a strength there, a strength with that. So that's going to be 4 strength, 5 strength. And we're going to take out one of these clones. And we did it. So we'll take out clone number 6. Alright, so she beat that one. And then what we'll do is we'll move. Yeah, there's only no other way. We got to move here. And then that'll have to end the turn. Yeah, that'll have to end the turn. So yeah. Alright, so let's do an event. Alright, we spawn a guard. And we're going to spawn one there. And then we activate the guards. And they're activating. And they're moving here. So that was actually pretty good. Now it's going to be her turn again. And we have to remove a lockdown token. So if I can beat a guard, I think I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to put my fear at the max, really, and then I'm going to hightail it out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gain 3 fear. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to gain 1 fight, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I should be able to knock out one of these clones. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll take out guard number 4. Clone 4. That's my attack. I knock him out. And then for my move, I move 1, 2, and we're at the elevator. And so these 3 players made it out safely. Oh, subject 62 got swarmed by clones when the lockdown happened. Okay. Maybe she'll show up again if we ever play the expansion lockdown, because the expansion lockdown for level 7 is it's only like 4 or 5 scenarios. And it's like, starts out, so you didn't make it out. So let's say she's either dead or gets captured or something like that, and so she doesn't move on with this group. Maybe she gets stuck, we'll see. But there's level 7 escape scenario 2, which was reactivate the elevators. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on Sci-Fi Saturday for some more level 7. Until then, have fun.